Some Adopt Me players are angry at the new pets inside of the Aztec egg inside of Adopt Me's brand new update, but why? You see, the Aztec egg only features 8 pets, but one of them is quite similar to all of the other pets that we've already had in the game. Let me explain. I recently posted this online, asking people's genuine feedback on what they thought of the pet's designs. Some of the responses might surprise you. In case you haven't seen it already, all of the pets, designs, and colors have now been officially released. And some of these are actually really cool looking, such as this ultra rare bird, which does look very fun. There's a lot of pattern, it's a little bit overwhelming, but it's a cool pet. Other cool pets include a cat, which is a little bit familiar. This, I still don't know what this is. And I think this was called like a water possum. Then we got this little frog, and then we got this little lizard. There are some users who are very happy with every single pet, and they love all of them. But there is one repeating comment. They literally reuse this shape, and I hate the red eyes on it. You see this pet, it might look a little bit familiar. You see, this is a frog that already exists in Adopt Me. It's got 2 smaller feet at the front, 1 big one at the back, 2 eyes and some spots. Now what is the brand new pet? The exact same silhouette, but with a little bit of a different pattern. Now we'll get back into this in a minute. I'm not a fan of the new frog. I wish they had adjusted the body mesh to be flatter or squishier like a real tree frog. That's also true. This user really loved the new pets and I think they're wonderful, but the frog kinda seems out of place when being compared to the rest of the pets. They said they like all of them, especially the bird. The one is literally how Aztec really supposed to look like it's ancient. Not sure if that makes sense. The frog looks horrid. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's just the eyes, but I'm not the hugest fan. I wish the eyes weren't so vibrant. Now, do you want to know something that's interesting? This is the frog that many people hate. They're saying that the colors are too vibrant. Well, what if I told you that this was the second variation of the frog? And Adopt Me actually designed 2 of them, but decided to go with this option. Now, this is the option that we're going to be receiving this Friday, but Adopt Me just so happened to have made a second version of the frog. Now, this is originally what the frog was going to look like. In fact, this is what Adopt Me sent every single YouTuber telling us this is what the frog was going to look like, go and use it in your videos. What is the main differences? Obviously, it's like a yellow instead of a vibrant neon green color. The stripes are the same, the pattern's the same, the neon eye is the same. The only difference is the color. So this part is now green, this is like black, and this is like a beigey white. And also this one kind of has like blue tipped feet, whereas the new one is just solid colors. I think having like the tipped feet would have been nicer, but everyone's just like, oh, the red eyes are creepy. I think to be accurate, to be fair, a tree frog is meant to have red eyes, but it just does look a little bit evil. There's even more comments. They all look so amazing. Probably my second favorite egg in the game, going past what's already been revealed. Only thing I don't like is the frog. Meanwhile, this person says, I don't like this guy because of the ears. Honestly, the ears are the only good thing about this pet, so please take that back now. So it seems a lot of people hate this frog, but why? Well, you see, inside of Adopt Me, there's already a couple of frog pets, and whenever a pet gets a redesign, people normally get a little bit grumpy for multiple reasons. One of the reasons meaning that the old pet is going to go and drop in value. For example, the original frog is actually a pretty old pet. For example, we have this frog, and then we also have a poison dart frog, and then we have an ornate horned frog. All of these pets are very similar, obviously, because it's a frog, and then we also have a bullfrog. So how many pets is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different types of frogs, and obviously they got to try and make it a little bit different each time, because if not, then it's just the same frog multiple times in a row. Now, I asked this exact same question in my Discord group, saying if you hate any of these pets, please tell me which ones you hate and say why. I wouldn't say hate, but I highly dislike the frog, cause it's like another recolor. The tree frog, the color palette makes me feel grossed out. I like the rest because they're adorable. Tree frog is a no. At no point have I convinced anyone to say any of this stuff, by the way. This is just all general feedback of what people think about these pets. I dislike the frog's color, it throws me off, especially the eye color. This person said they don't like the water opossum, which might be one of the first people who disagree with this pet. When you Google tree frog, some of the first images come up is this. Now, one thing that you might notice is that the body of a tree frog is normally a lot thinner. The issue is the Adopt Me tree frog is very chunky. It's basically modeled off of all of the other tree frogs that already exist. Which leads players to the issue of why this pet doesn't look good, basically. People are saying it doesn't look good because it's fat. Okay, that's practically the reason why people think this pet isn't good. And also, what in the world is this and how do you escape? I don't know. I'm so confused what this one is. Is this like a trap? Like a glass bridge sort of thing in Adopt Me? What if you just like literally run and stay in between the line? I don't know. Wait, there's a push button. Okay, Adopt Me, you're cooking with this one. This is a pretty fun one. I wonder what the skull was. Interesting. That's a new one. Okay, well, they're changing this every single day, which is quite fun. So I like that. That's very clever of Adopt Me to go and change like the skull location. So bravo for going and like changing the route and stuff. They never told us that they were gonna go and do that, but each day going and collecting a skull is kind of like a unique experience apart from this end part. Hey, that skull just disappeared. I was meant to be able to go and get it. Yeah, Adopt Me it's a little bit glitchy, which is a shame because I need all of the skulls that I can go and get. Basically, the conclusion is everyone just doesn't like the frog. All of the other pets, they're good, which honestly, well done Adopt Me. All of the other pets are genuinely fun pets. They look good. I'm happy about it. I'm excited to go and get the other pets in the game. The only thing I don't want is a frog. So honestly, in the scheme of things, it's not that bad. People could get angry at a bunch more worse things inside of the game. So yeah, I'm overall happy with this update, but you can let us know what you guys think about the frog situation in the comment section. Do you think they should just like squish the frog, just like make it thinner? This is what I would do to go and improve this. I've just jumped into a Photoshop software and we're just gonna go and like squeeze the frog to make it like a thinner body. Okay, now the idea is to have a thinner shaped frog that actually matches the shape of a tree frog. So we're going to accentuate the eyes a bit because I think that's kind of what tree frogs have. They have like these big eyes. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to shrink the body and then move the design in a bit so that way it actually just doesn't look like a reskin and it looks more like a tree frog. Okay, let's see if this will work. So what I'm going to do is also rescale the feet. I think the tree frog feet are kind of meant to be bigger at the back, slightly sort of thing, and then smaller at the front, similar to the other frogs, but we kind of want this to match a little bit. So what we're going to do is just go and like shrink these front feet, and this should help to go and convince people what the tree frog would look like. Okay, honestly, I may have actually squished this thing maybe a little bit too much. Here is the before, and then this is the after. Obviously, I think it needs to be maybe something in between these two. I think we may have squished the guy maybe a little bit too much, to be honest with you. I'll be honest. We definitely squished him a little bit. Hey, maybe this is better. I don't know. You can let me know in the comment section which one do you prefer. If you enjoyed this video, press the button on the screen to go and watch another Adopt Me video that I think you'd enjoy to watch next. And subscribe, please. Apparently 60% of you haven't pressed it.